Shalom, shalom to the nation of Israel. Before we get started, all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh. By Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the brothers, the men at Great Millstone that rule well, that taught me this truth. To the hopeful elect out there, scattered abroad, unlike unto a speckled bird, tabernacle of King David, 144,000 mighty men. Peace, blessings, salutations, and to the remnant, men, women, children, shalom, right? So this your brother Shopper, man. So I seen this article, and I was like, the spirit just jumped on me, you're gonna have chocolate covered Edomites, and you're gonna have vanilla colored Israelites. So you're gonna have some Edomites that look like, on appearance, look like they Israelites. But their ancestors gonna go back to Esau, and you gonna have some Israelites that look like Edomites, and their lineage is gonna go back to Jacob, but they gonna look like Edomites. So that's why when you had these guys out here and they making people kiss their boots and all of that based off their appearance, you running a risky game doing that. But look at this article. Angela Davis can't believe her ancestral lineage after finding she's a descendant of the Mayflower Pilgrim. Yeah. Angela Davis is a 79-year-old author and symbol of the Black Power movement. As a political activist and truth seeker, and being that you know that the Black Panther Party, just like Black Lives Matter, just like the Civil Rights Movement, all of these organizations was backed and funded by the so-called small hats. Your Rothschilds was involved with all these things, and the government was infiltrating and all of this. You gotta wonder if she didn't know. That's something you gotta question. Oh, she really didn't know that her people went back to the Pilgrims. Angela Davis, a 79-year-old author and symbol of Black Power movement, which is crazy in itself. A symbol of the Black Power movement is the descendants of a pilgrim came over on the Mayflower. The what was it, the Nina, the Panther, and the Santa Maria, or whatever the fuck it was. I think them the names of the ships. As a political activist and truth seeker, Davis appeared on February 21, 23 episode of Finding Your Roots to discover the mysteries of her family's past, hosted by Henry Gates Jr. The show presented Davis with some answers to questions she's had for decades. The first question posed by Davis' team was to find the identity of Davis' maternal grandparents, whom her mother, Sally Bell, never knew. Though they were unable to learn her grandmother's name, the team, and this on her father's side, the team was able to trace her father's identity, John Austin Darden, a white Alabama lawyer. Woo! And it's on the father's side, too. It's on his father. Matter of fact, let's get that scripture. It comes from your father. The who you are comes from your father, not your mother. Oh, well, mother give birth. It ain't what the scriptures say. You can say whatever you want to say. It's not what the scriptures say. The scriptures say it's through your father. Numbers chapter 1 and 2. Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel after their families by the house of their fathers, with the number of their names, every man and his poll. 4. And with you there shall be a man of every tribe, every one head of the house of his fathers. Go down to 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upwards by their polls. Yeah, it's according to your father, man. So John was able. The team was able to trace her father's identity, John Austin Darden, a white Alabama lawyer. When Davis saw a photo of Darden, she noted the family resemblance. He has my mother's lips. It's so funny. I can see her in him. The team also learned that Darden had 4 sons and 2 daughters, leaving a possibility that their mother had black half siblings. Ain't no such thing as half, but let's move on. It's by your father. It's no such thing as half. Later on in the show, Davis traced her ancestry. Slacky. Davis traced. Oh, I gotta get that out of here. There you go. Later on in the show, Davis traced Davis' ancestry even further back to her 4th grandfather. So they was on the grandfather side. Yup. She's an Edomite. Stephen Darden, who was born in colonial Virginia and served in the Revolutionary War. Davis connected this to her own activism. Yeah, fuck out of here. Yeah, saying she had always been told that activists like her were un-American and the best way to pay tribute to this country. Yeah. She's an Edomite. Angela Davis is an Edomite. The Black Panther, the power of the Black Panther, the symbol of Black Panther. Davis also digested the news that Stephen Darden became a slave owner after moving to Georgia. So then if on the dad's side, if the dad was the Edomites, then her mom's, if Darden became a slave owner, then her mom's was a bad wench. You can't go by appearance, man. Though she was glad to learn more about her family, the news was bittersweet. I bet it was. The team then uncovered the identity of Davis' paternal grandfather. They found that her father, Benjamin Frank Davis' mother, Molly Spencer, had been in a relationship with the white man. See, with the white man named Murphy Jones, who had Frank Davis' biological father. It was shocking discovery, as interracial sex was illegal. Yeah, it was illegal, but that ain't stopped the motherfuckers from doing it. The team then found Spencer's father, Davis' great-grandfather, Isom Spencer, was an enslaved person. Isom Spencer eventually won a court battle to free his nephews, who had been retained as slaves by the former owner after the Civil War. The news of his resistance made Davis feel proud of her ancestors. Yeah, right. Finally, the team discovered that Davis was descendant of William Brewster, one of 101 people who came to the colonies aboard the Mayflower. Yeah, the Mayflower. It was a surprise to Davis, who laughed and said she never expected to learn her descendants. She was descended from one of the nation's white settlers. Yep, boop, there it is. But then they see her. Oh, that's my sister, my queen, a black queen. No, she's a chocolate-covered Edomite, according to this. Especially with that. Finally, the team discovered Davis was descended from William Brewster, one of 101 people who came to the colonies aboard the Mayflower. Yeah, that's it right there. You don't need to read no more. Yeah, that's it. Can't go off of parents, man. You can't go off of parents. You black only Israelites and this and that. You can't go off of parents, man. It's not, you can't judge a parents. Let's get a couple more scriptures. Yeah, I seen that. I was like, what is 5 in the morning, 4:45 in the morning, or whatever it was. You can't go off of parents. 16:7. Let's get that. 1 Samuel chapter 16:7. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance, or on the height of his statue, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. Yeah, looking for the heart, the inside. You get caught up in staring at the flesh and looking at the flesh and going by how a person appear their appearance. Hey, you going just you not following the scriptures, man. It says Israel will be scattered into all nations, and just like Israel will be scattered into all nations, that just the same as easily Edomites could be scattered into all nations. Everybody could be scattered into all nations, but it's still according to your father. It's not no mix nothing and this and this and that. John 7:24. Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. Yeah. Can't go off appearance. You can't go off appearance. Appearance of how a person looks is irrelevant. Irrelevant. Again, going back to you out here having people kiss. If an Edomite believe the Bible enough to kiss your boots, that might not be an Edomite. Just saying. Isaiah 11:2. And the spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, the spirit of wisdom and understanding, the spirit of counsel and might, the spirit of knowledge and of the fear of the Lord, and shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of the Lord, and he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, and he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears, but with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove with equity for the meek of the earth, and he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked. Yeah, man. You gotta judge differently when you reading the scriptures, man. You gotta judge differently. You can't be going with your carnal thoughts on everything and this and this and that. You gotta be spiritual, man. I always end off my lesson by saying remain spiritual out there. Being spiritual, man, is very hard to do, man. Being spiritual is very hard to do, man. It takes you forgetting the stuff that you feel you've been doing, the way you've been thinking. You gotta let a lot of that go, man. All of that go, really. Luke 12:56. Ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky and of the earth, but how is it that ye do not discern this time? Yea, and why even of yourselves judge ye not what is right? Yeah. So judging, you able to see all of these things, but then again, like for instance, you're an Israelite. You wake up to the fact you're Israelite, but then you're saying it's black only thing. It's a color thing. You done reduce a spiritual book to your carnal feelings, and then like a group like Fopi, see Angela Davis, ex-Black Panther or whatever, and they gonna be, oh, she's an Israelite, even though her lineage say different. That's what I mean. Two more, we close out. I ain't want to make this too long. We get two more. Let's go. Is it First John's 4:1? I think it's First John 4:1. Salakia, let me get there. Yeah, First John 4:1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit. You gotta try that spirit, man. That's what you gotta go off of. A spiritual book. You can't be applying your carnal feelings with the spiritual book. You gotta try their spirit. And then you gotta ask questions. Could she still be an Israelite? Yeah, maybe, possibly. But going off of what that just said, all of them Edomites going all the way back to the one that got off the Mayflower ship. As most likely is she a Edomite. That done slept with some slaves or whatever the case may be, and had some kids that could pass for being black, being Israelites. 1 John 4:1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are going out into the world. And she would be one of them. Not that she coming out of, she telling you as far as the scriptures, but she that black power shit. She preaching that black power shit. She not even black. She an Edomite. She's crazy. John 8, the last one, John 8:15. Can't go off appearance out there. John 8:15. Ye judge after the flesh. Ye judge after the flesh. I judge no man. Yeah, a lot of heads that's doing this thing, they judging after the flesh. You'll have people that'll probably come on and leave comments on this. Oh, she's still black. She's still a sister. Black power. And you. And, but this is her telling you who her on the father's side, according to the scriptures. So Angela Davis, ex Black Panther, Edomite. With that one, we gonna say all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh. By Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the brothers, the men at Great Millstone that rule well, that taught me this truth. To the hopeful elect out there, scattered abroad, unlike unto a speckled bird, tabernacle of King David, 144,000 mighty men, peace, blessings, salutations. To the remnant, remain spiritual out there. Hey, she even got a little afro. Oh, y'all, she got the afro, brother. You going off, brother. Shalom, Israel.